Well done, Eddie. Congratulations.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for staying with us. It's 4:11 a.m. and what we witnessed was not just one of the greatest fight cards and the greatest night I can ever remember, but we witnessed one of the greatest performances I've ever seen live. Watching that fight, 2 rounds gone, nice start from Dmitry Bivol, and then Artur Beterbiev come on with 3 rounds of treacherous pressure. And I was watching Artur Beterbiev thinking, this guy's incredible, he's like a machine, how do you stop him? And it took one of the greatest performances of our lifetime to overcome him and to beat him. And Dmitry Bivol did that tonight. Tonight, in my opinion, Dmitry Bivol got justice from the first fight and become the undisputed light heavyweight world champion with a performance for the ages. And now, this man sits here with all the belts, the king of the 175-pound division. And we have to remember, this is also the guy that went to Las Vegas and Cinco de Mayo and beat Canelo Alvarez, the pound-for-pound #1. This is also the guy that just beat the undisputed champion who was top 5 pound-for-pound. For me, there is an argument that this man here sits as pound-for-pound #1. We'll give Usyk the benefit of the doubt because he's a great fighter, but for me right now, this is the pound-for-pound #2 in the sport. One of the best performances I've ever seen. And for the people here, I think a huge round of applause for the new undisputed light heavyweight champion of the world, Dmitry Bivol. I've also got to thank an incredible team of people down there, but of course, you know, definitely the biggest warrior on the team, Vadim Kornilov. You know, this guy is relentless in his pursuit for his fighters. You know, never wants the limelight. You never see him on Instagram with the shades, you know, in the background. And a very, very good manager that truly cares for his fighters. And I also have to say a big thank you to Dmitry Bivol's former promoter, Frank Smith. You know, who but listen, Frank, as we know, Canelo Alvarez was one of our... Frank, there you go, Frank. It was an incredible team effort. We're so proud of the team, so proud of Dmitry. Media, over to you guys for questions.
Radio Raheem down here in the front.
Yeah. With a microphone.
People, you said that you weren't going to consider the first fight and just start over fresh, but you clearly learned the lessons of the first fight with the way you closed the show tonight. When Beterbiev was coming on in the middle rounds, was it because you were pacing yourself, making sure that you had something left in the engine for the last rounds?
You know, I was just trying to follow my plan, my plan for the fight. We knew that he could start from the beginning, from the first round he could start pressuring, but my task was just keep moving, be focused, and counter punch.
Is this win somehow sweeter maybe than even if you had won the first fight?
Of course it's very sweet, you know. I took my belt back, and it's revenge also for me, and it was sitting something inside of me. I wanted to win, and I won.
The last one from me for the whole table. When you heard 114, the first draw was the first card was a draw. What went through everyone's mind? Thank you.
I thought, please don't do it to us again. Don't rob us again. That's what I thought. The first fight was much closer. This was not a close fight.
Regan Slaymaker, Notjustboxing. Dmitry, dreamer.
Wait, 1 second. We didn't all comment on the
Apologies.
on the Jean Robert Lane card. First of all, it's Jean Robert Lane put 114, 114. I mean, when is this gonna stop? Like, I'm not afraid to say it anymore. When is this gonna stop? Why isn't there any sanctioning body supervision that can look into how Jean Robert Lane saw this card 114, 114? I'm not going to talk about the other judges right now. I'm not going to talk about the previous fight. But Jean Robert Lane should be reviewed, and he should look at the fight again and show how he saw. I looked at the CompuBox numbers. 31% Dmitry Bivol landed punches, 17% Beterbiev. Jean Robert Lane, what are you watching? What's going on? I mean, how does he explain this? I don't want to say the word right now, but how does he explain this?
Frank, any thoughts on the scorecard?
I reiterate what Vadim says. Crazy scorecard. Dmitry Bivol won the first time round, didn't get the result. Tonight, he deserved that result. The 114 was crazy, but the right man won. So let's, we need change in the sport, obviously, but the right man won, and that's the key for tonight, obviously.
Dmitry, a dream achieved, undisputed. I mean, put that into words for me. Something you've been waiting for a long, long time.
It's like to be the general in army. This is the last step, and I had this goal, and now I reached it. I need to to put some line, and to create some new goal for me, and I'm happy that I reached this goal, and I'm happy. I'm feeling empty happy.
My question will be in Russian. Дмитрий, ты много следишь, когда раздавал интервью на английском языке в преддверии этого турнира. Сейчас, я думаю, ты с радостью ответишь на русском. Просто расскажи, что ты сейчас на душе и что ты испытывал в момент вынесения решения судей.
Я очень вообще счастлив, что я в итоге взял реванш, вернул свой пояс, заработал остальные пояса, стал абсолютным чемпионом. Потому что бывший чемпион, когда называли меня вот эту вот неделю здесь, мне это не очень нравилось на самом деле. А вот когда я сейчас подписал перчатки и написал Undisputed, было намного приятнее. Так что, что я чувствовал? Я чувствовал, что я выиграл. Когда услышал, что ничья, я подумал, тут уже от нас ничего не зависит, как бы. Слава Богу, что я в итоге выиграл.
Dmitry, FightHot.com here, mate. First of all, congratulations, mate. You really deserve this win. And how did you handle the pressure this time round? I mean, you really come on strong, as Eddie said. Did you have to really dig deep to really come out in the middle rounds and get the fight back in your favour?
I think this is about to be a professional boxer, to be a pro in your what you are doing, because sometimes you could be distracted with something, but a real pro, he will follow his plan, doesn't matter what, some issues, but he's still following and he's reaching his goal. And I like that I prove myself that I'm a really pro fighter. I could follow my plan, doesn't matter what, doesn't matter about his pressure. And thanks my corner also, they will keep telling me that just work, he's tiring also, just do your job, moving and counter-attack.